Okay.
Oh, duck one, go zero.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover at Aflac.com.
You want to race? For real?
On Season 6 of Fansville, it's the last year of college football as we know it.
What's going on?
The road to the block is expanding.
To 12 lanes!
Rivalries are crumbling.
Why are you leaving?
TV revenue. You wouldn't understand.
So we're just not rivals anymore?
Tensions are rising.
Where's the flag?
These refs should be criminally investigated. Do something!
Because this season, things are heating up.
What's happening, Sheriff?
It's a transfer portal. It's out of control.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Offensive line. They give it to McClellan right out of the gate. McClellan trying to find some room. He darts to his right and gets up to the 15-yard line. Let's take a look at this Ole Miss defense. Jared Ivey made that tackle. He's at the DN position. But we look into the secondary.
Trey Washington, SEC Player of the Week. He's the quarterback of the defense. Gets everybody lined up and a communicator to all that's out there. A playmaker for them on the defensive side of the ball.
Three receivers at the top of your screen for Alabama. In motion is Oots. Looks like he's going to line up again left side of the offensive line on second down. They run it again. Not much there. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. Ukwu was there to make that initial hit, and diving forward was McClellan. He got a couple yards.
Ukwu has played very well, the JMU transfer. Watch him right side of your screen, knife in there and beat the block from Robbie Oots. Robbie Oots is look at the hands there. I mean, that's how they teach it. Lock out, extend. Third and short here for Bama.
In motion is Bonds. They'll line up in the slot. On third down, plenty of time on the play clock. A four-man front defensively for Ole Miss. And Milroe will throw. He can also run. He's going to run for the first down and more. He's across the 35, dives forward to the 37. That kind of stuff, I think, will lift him up a little bit.
Right here, this is how you build confidence. You're going to see him drop back. He's looking down the field. And then next thing you know, look at that gigantic hole right there that Ole Miss creates in their pass rush. Part of getting after Milroe be just keep him in the pocket. Let's see what he can do with his arm. A good way to get this thing going with his feet.
Gain of 20 yards up to the 37-yard line. Black is in motion. They hand the ball off again. It's McClellan again trying to get to the edge. He bounces across the 40, close to the 42-yard line. Ivey makes the tackle for Ole Miss.
You know, I think you can say this in every game, that it's important you get off to a fast start, but that is especially the case for Jalen Milroe. Just talking with both coaching staffs, this first quarter is almost a struggle, a battle for Jalen Milroe's confidence. Obviously, Alabama's trying to give him some easy completions and run the ball so he can build it up. Ole Miss doesn't want Milroe to get confidence early in this game. They're going to try to change up the looks.
Yeah, they've got Roydell Williams in. He's going to block for Milroe, and Milroe inside Ole Miss territory, moving his feet, and he's down to the 40-yard line. Prince eventually made the tackle, but they were trying to get him at the 48, at the 47, and he eventually went down to the 40-yard line.
They like to get Milroe in space. Watch Roydell Williams and Dupree. That's the key, right? The tight end 81 will seal. Number 5, Roydell Williams, attack the outside of the defender. If you attack the outside of the defender, he has to respect that. He can't let Milroe get outside. That creates that huge seam.
Big deal, though. He's got a 20-yard run and a 19-yard run on this first drive. On first down, Oots goes in motion. It's Williams in the backfield. Milroe looking to throw. Throws to the far side of the field. It's complete to Burton. And Burton gets 8 yards to the 32-yard line. Walton makes the tackle. Let's go down to Tiffany.
Hey guys, well, Coach Nick Saban told us his message to Jalen Milroe was that you don't have anything to prove. You don't have to try to be a hero. Just be the point guard, distribute the ball, and get out there and have fun with this team, guys.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, Tiffany, that he was talking so much in basketball terms as they give it to Williams for a first down to the 26-yard line. You know, he was trying to change the thinking for Milroe and go from one sport to another.
So you don't need 35 points. 13 assists, 0 turnovers.
Exactly.
It's one heck of a game. And you think about the quarterback a year ago, Bryce Young, when he was coming out for the draft, everybody was talking about him being a point guard and being able to distribute the ball. Great athletes sometimes think they have to make the play. The quarterback position, just get into your playmaker's hands.
First down for the 26-yard line. Black in motion to the far side. Milroe Quick drop back out of the gun. Throws to the middle of the field. Passes complete to the middle of the field. Dupree. They've used 3 different tight ends as Monty Montgomery makes the tackle. Tommy Reese, the offensive coordinator.
It was funny talking with Tommy yesterday about Milroe being benched, and Tommy said, yeah, I mean, I got benched pretty much every year at Notre Dame. So it's not usual or customary to have a coordinator who played at a major program like Notre Dame who knows what it's like. And he said to Jalen Milroe, listen, quarterback lives are long. Just stick with it. And they're trying to build up his confidence.
2nd down and 4. McClellan checks back in. So he and Williams continue to switch off. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. They give it to McClellan. McClellan is hit, and he's dropped. A loss on the play. Joshua Harris from the nose tackle position just dove right in.
That's a couple plays in a row now. Ole Miss has been able to get some penetration. Watch Monty Montgomery, number 8, come through. That is a face-up square tackle on the hole there. On McClellan brings up 3rd and long. Every 3rd down, alert Milroe's legs.
10th play of the drive on 3rd down. Milroe is using his legs. Nothing's there. He's taken down. The freshman, Suntaran Perkins, outstanding athleticism, made that sack.
Yes, he's a guy that they're trying to get going. And just a poor decision from Milroe right here. You're in an opportunity where you're going for it. It's 3rd and 5. If you don't get it, if you throw the ball away, that gives Nick Saban a chance to decide, hey, do I want to go for it on 4th down? But he doesn't allow that.
Not only that, they had a nice pocket. He escaped to the right. He didn't need to. He could have just stepped up in the pocket. He got a little bit nervous there. His offensive line gave him outstanding time.
Reichert is on for the 48-yard field goal attempt from the far hash. It's a good snap, good hole. Kick is on its way, and it is good. And Alabama strikes first. 6:57 to play, first quarter. On top 3-0 over Ole Miss.
Enter for a chance to win a trip to see your favorite pro football team play with 5-Hour Energy's Ultimate Fan Football Sweepstakes. Plus, you'll unlock a 20% off code for team merch at fanatics.com. Whoa. Enter today.
When you're performing at your best, it's hard to imagine anything holding you back. But performance-inhibiting deposits restrict your engine's performance, robbing it of its true potential. Don't let anything stand between you and performing at your best. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. Performance unbound.
You know, they say, losing hope, that's the real disaster. Last year, Tropical Storm Fred sent a devastating wall of water and debris down this river. And when the waters receded, Belfour was here. Not just to rebuild, but to help restore the life of this community. Belfour, restoring more than property.
Patrick, Jake from State Farm, explain this bundling thing again.
All right, Coach Reed. Let's say these fries are your car, right? And
And this burger is your home.
Okay.
It can be more affordable if you bundle them together.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Explain it again with those nuggies.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
3-0 Alabama on top, 6:57 to play here in the first quarter. Alabama has not scored in the first quarter or held a first quarter lead since September 2nd against Middle Tennessee. So that's a good start for Nick Saban.
this week is tailor-made. We'll see what it looks like.
Ivorian Barnes with that first carry, and he is dropped at the line of scrimmage. Bryson Eason makes the tackle. Bryson in there. Omar Norman Lott going to miss the first half of this game as he was suspended for the events that transpired at the end of that Florida game. So right out of the gate, Eason making a play. They'll go empty set here. Quick slant pass caught over the middle to the 33-yard line. That'll be a nice catch by Josh Cephas, who now has 25 receptions on the season.
They're operating their offense with a little bit of tempo. Now, he said that they would change tempo, okay, and run some check with me at the line of scrimmage. So when the quarterback does have the option to look to the sideline and get him in the right play.
3rd down and 2. The Roadrunners on 3rd down this year at 45.5%. That was 3rd in the AAC, top 50 in the FBS. And a flag comes out. Some movement at the line of scrimmage, perhaps. And it will go against UTSA.
False start. Offense, number 19. 5-yard penalty. Nice 3rd down.
That's a wide receiver, Willie McCoy.
You know, that's unfortunate. I know Willie McCoy has been getting more playing time as we've gone through. This crowd's pretty loud. When you get an active crowd, sometimes young players are just working through nerves. So we'll see how that transpires as we get through the ball game.
So that'll make it 3rd down and 7. They'll keep Barnes in the backfield alongside Marburger. That one is incomplete. Trying to hit Ogle Kellogg, covered there by Gabe Judy Lolly, and it'll be 4th down.
Great coverage by Gabe Judy Lolly. In his face, pressing him at the line of scrimmage, no air, no room for that ball to be completed.
So UTSA will punt it away. Lucas Dean, his 5th season punting at UTSA, career average 44. He's been really good. Had a long against 76-yarder against Texas Southern last year. This one not so long. It's a short line drive kick fielded by D. Williams, and he'll be dropped at the 38-yard line. So the second possession for Tennessee coming up. The first one didn't last very long. That's because Joe Milton went 81 yards. Heading back to Knoxville right after this.
When is a football more than a football? When it puts 4 years of higher education at your fingertips, provides medical, nutrition, and mental health support, offers academic tutoring plus medical coverage even after college, helps develop your brand, and teaches you that the end zone is only the beginning. For college athletes, a football just means more.
Say, man, this coach done took over our office.
And he's using it to send out medical bills. Good hands.
Hospital bill for Prime. Yeah. Did you just say Gap?
He's talking about expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Good thing Coach Prime knows about. Say it one time. Aflac. Because Aflac gets you money to help close that gap.
Now, how do we get this goat out of here?
Aflac. Meet one of my new homies.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac
is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Elephant would have been scarier.
The vehicle is all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The EQS SUV from Mercedes-Benz.
To help Jersey Mike's tell everyone all about Shore Points, we hired magician Justin Willman to spread the word.
Adding chips and drinks to your order just got you closer to a free sub.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, this one's mine.
Customer reactions have been mixed.
Don't forget this.
Oh, good call. Thanks.
Ooh.
Oh. Maybe we should have just bought a billboard.
Download the My Mike's app and magically earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, sip, and chip you purchase.
I am blind, but I need not see. I know this road is there for me.
Superb racing.
Yes, guys.
Football is back. Got your new fantasy team name? Check. Grill? Check. Fancy grill? Check. Troy and Joe? Check. Bro and bro? Check. All the emotions? All season long? Check, baby.
Tennessee leading 7-0 early first quarter football. You see what Joe Milton III has done in terms of rushing. 46 yards in the first 3 games, 81 yards on the first play of this game. He'll throw it here, though. Pass caught on the outside, and that'll go to McCallum Castles, the tight end, and he'll get it out over the 40 to the 43-yard line. And interesting, you know, talking yesterday at length with this Tennessee staff, they're talking about Joe Milton and how he's a pocket passer. They need to get him out. He's too good of an athlete, because you see throws like that, quick, on time. But very first play of the game, I guess trying to get him in the mindset that, hey, you can run, son.
Well, and they proved that fact. So as we look at it, it showed up, and now what they have to do is just come out, let him get in rhythm, and that's what they're doing right now.
That pass is caught there by Brew McCoy. That's a 9-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and a yard. Tennessee going full-on tempo here. Crowd making some noise. They didn't think that there should have been a stoppage to allow UTSA to substitute. Quick hitter to the outside again. And that'll be a Tennessee first down as Squirrel White makes that reception. Squirrel on the year now with 14 catches. That one picks up 11. Big hole off the left side, closed in a hurry though, but to the 25-yard line. That'll be a carry by Jalen Wright, gain of 4.
Well, what we see quickly as Tennessee lines up, man, they're going sideline to sideline. It's the horizontal quick spits on the perimeter or quick screens, and making them play sideline to sideline. 11 on 11.
Late substitution by UTSA. Tennessee gets the snap off in a hurry. They go to Jalen Wright there for the reception. He picks up 11 more yards. That's his 10th pass.
Illegal substitution. Defense, 12 players on the field at the snap. The penalty is declined. Results of the play is a first down for Tennessee.
Coach Lopez the defensive coordinator for UTSA is looking to get his defense settled down. Right now it's going fast. I mean, they're trying to get guys on and off the field. Tennessee has not substituted.
Yeah, just left. The DC was talking to us that they get to practice against this. UTSA's offense is an up-tempo offense.
It's nothing new.
Milton stands in there, lofts it a little too high. He was trying to hit Castles. Again, the tight end slipping over the middle. And that's incomplete. Rashad Wisdom back there in coverage. Boy, the Roadrunners will roll a lot of dudes in at the front. They play a 3-man front, and they play 9 guys.
They played 9 guys up front, but they played 30 guys in the last 2 weeks.
That handoff goes to Wright. Get it to the 10-yard line.
And that's really an area for UTSA where they felt pretty good about their depth is in the defensive front, their ability to fight this Tennessee offense and work to control the line of scrimmage. So that matchup will be key as this day unfolds.
Jalen Wright coming off the field. Looks like he has some equipment issues. Helmet off. And that'll put Dylan Sampson in the game at running back. The sophomore out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, will stand to the right side of Joe Milton. They will hand it off to Sampson. That'll be a touchdown. 10 yards for Dylan Sampson. Trey Moore had a shot at him, but couldn't hold on and put another 6 on the board for the Big Orange. Boy, that was a Tennessee drive right there.
It was a Tennessee drive. I mean, it's their offense. Quick spits, inside zone, and they finish it with a gap scheme run. They run power, and those guards come around. It comes downhill, touchdown.
Charles Campbell. He will split the uprights. So Dylan Sampson, the young man, gets a break when Jalen Wright has to leave the game for an equipment adjustment. All he does is take his first carry into the end zone. 14-0 Tennessee.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
It's the NFL like you've never seen it before. Falcons and Jaguars will transform into the world of Toy Story in real time. Tune in for Toy Story Fun Day Football, Sunday, October 1st on ESPN+.
If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
An ABC doubleheader.
Florida State making a meteoric move in the ACC.
Dabo is fired up.
Today, I want to dominate.
Big-time Pac-12 game. Can't wait to see how good both these teams are.
Today, Florida State, Clemson, Colorado, Oregon on ABC.
Welcome to the new open web, where emerging channels like CTV, digital audio, and in-game open doors to new customers, so creativity and commerce thrive. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now.
All smiles so far this afternoon here at Neyland Stadium as the Vols, 2 quick strikes. They lead it 14-0 and still over 10 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Dave Neal alongside the coach, Derek Mason. And, well, you couldn't have drawn this up any better if you were Josh Heupel.
Well, it's good football. It's good for the Volunteers. The Volunteers came out with great energy. You see, and they're able to put up points early on the Joe Milton run. And then they come back, and that offense was just surgical.
Yeah.
Okay, they spit it out in space. They were able to run in the ball inside, and it was just complimentary football, like for them in terms of what they want to do with tempo, pace, and physicality up front.
Yeah, I'm sure they want to continue to see how that unfolds today. Keep it as clean as it has been. Those issues with some holding calls, some offsides calls, need to clean all that up. We'll see a lot of football left. Again, it's just over 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and you're talking about a pretty good offensive team in UTSA. So we'll see 9 plays, 62 yards. A drive that culminated just under 3 minutes with that touchdown run from Dylan Sampson. That's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year, so the Vols will kick it away again. D'Urberville booms this one through the back of the end zone. So now this offense, without some of your stars offensively, have to find a way to move the football. Again, no Frank Harris, the senior quarterback, now in his 7th season, out with turf toe. He has been their leader. I mean, up until a couple of weeks ago, he had started 36 consecutive games for the Roadrunners. They're also without J.T. Clark, their super talented wide receiver, the senior, still bothered by a knee injury, an NFL talent. And Coach Traylor says, you know what, I mean, we're piecing this together. We're going in here to try to win this game, but we're also aware that our conference slate starts after a bye week next week. That's when the AAC play begins for them. So that factors into some of these decisions for him.
Coach Traylor talked about that in pregame. I went out and had a chance to talk to him, and you know, his voice, you could tell in his voice, it was about getting through this game. I mean, he's short on ammunition, but his football team came here to play a game, and that's exactly what they planned on doing.
Rocco Griffin in at running back former Vanderbilt Commodore. Josh Cephas with that catch, and he is hit immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Meta lost a half a yard. It'll be 3rd down and about 11 now.
Behind the chains is what you don't want to do against this fierce front seven. Okay, they can get after you. When you talk about the backers, they're sideline to sideline. They can rush it with 4. Let's see what happens with this front 4.
Go to the outside. There is a flag down and nowhere to run. That one loses 3 more yards. Dominic Bailey, one of the first orange jerseys on the spot for Tennessee.
Illegal formation, offense. More than 4 players lined up in the backfield. The penalty is declined. Result of the play is 4th down.
So far, it looks like Tennessee able to wrap up and keep the Roadrunners at bay. An issue yesterday or last weekend against Florida, tackling, keeping guys on the ground.
Well, we talked about it in the opening. It's pursuit to the ball. The best tackling teams are the best pursuit teams.
So another look at Lucas Dean. He will punt it away. D. Williams. This one's partially blocked. D won't have a chance to field this one. Boy, what is Tennessee doing? They touched it. This may be UTSA football.
Unfortunate mistake, UTSA ball.
They are discussing it right now with our referee, Jason Autry, but it appeared UTSA came up with the football.
They did. They did, and that's what they've called. They've called UTSA football.
It looked like Jordan Thomas.
Really on the field as the punt was beyond the line of scrimmage and first touched by the receiving team. It was then recovered by the kicking team. That's 1st down UTSA.
Boy, a major faux pas there by the Tennessee unit.
You cover these rules in your special teams meetings on Thursday and Friday, and this is just a faux pas. A mistake of going after a ball when all you had to do was just let it roll out.
Roadrunners try to run it off the right side. Nothing there. Another loss of a yard. UTSA having a tough time just getting some positive yardage right now on their first, now this being their 3rd possession.
It's hard to run against this front seven. They're good up front. When you look at Roman Harrison, Amari Thomas, Omar Norman Lott, and Tyler Barron, they play. Those backers behind them, Heron and Beasley, they get downhill.
They'll shift 2 tight ends to the left side of the line of scrimmage. Marburger looking to throw, has no time. Dumps it off underneath. Pass is caught for about 1.5 yards, and that one goes to Barnes, the tailback.
You see Eddie Lee up front under a lot of duress. Tyler Barron continues to be a chaos player out there with 2 pressures early in this ball game.
Yeah, Barron with 3 sacks on the year, tied for 2nd in the conference. Well, this defensive front licking their chops right now. It is 3rd down and 9.
UTSA is 0 for 2 on 3rd down.
It looks like we have an injured Tennessee player in the right at the top of that T. Well, that is Tyler Barron, the young man who just made the play a minute ago. A couple of pressures today for Tyler, the senior from right here in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Definitely not what the Tennessee Volunteers want to see early. He's their best pass rusher, and for this team, man, he's a consummate leader. When you talk to the defensive staff and Tim Banks, and he looks fine, but when you talk to Tim Banks says his energy is contagious.
7:27 to go here in the opening quarter. And so far, UTSA has faced nothing but 3rd down and long. And they have another one here. Eddie Lee Marburger. Their redshirt sophomore. Former three-star player out of Texas, was a first-team All-State quarterback.
Look for Tennessee to bring pressure here.
They will rush for, drop a linebacker. Pass is caught, and that one will be shy of the line again. They went to Willie McCoy. Gabe Judy Lally was hanging on. The ball will be spotted at the 46, so now you're looking at 4th and maybe a yard and a half, and they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Well, it's across the 50-yard line, and teams like UTSA have the mentality, if they're in plus territory, 4th down is possible. They've got the ball across the 50. It's in decent field position. Let's see how they operate.
They are 5 out of 7 on 4th down opportunities this year. Empty set, Marburger. Pass caught there by the tailback, Kevorian Barnes, and he'll have the first down. They'll spot him near the 40-yard line, so this drive will stay alive.
They're able to go 4-by-1. They get it out to their biggest asset as a run-after-catch guy, and Kevorian does a good job getting his shoulders downhill for the first down.
That one is out of reach of everybody, trying to hit Cephas over there on that far sideline. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
With the zone concept being played outside over there, that was a small window for the quarterback to fit the football. So he missed wide and missed long, avoiding a possible interception.
Two backs in the game. Marburger near sideline. Again, overthrows his intended target. This time it's Willie McCoy. Those have been his, Cephas and McCoy have been his 2 prime targets here.
Look at the shot here on Eddie Lee. I mean, they're getting pressure on the quarterback almost ad nauseum. So those shots add up as this game goes on. But great job by Kamal Haddon outside in the one-on-one coverage.
Good to see Tyler Barron back on the field. I guess Marburger would have a different opinion about that. They'll run it. They'll go with Robert Henry, and he will power his way down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 14, and the chains will move again for the Roadrunners.
This offense, again, is predicated on the run. It gets downhill. Robert Henry is physical at the point of contact, and he just keeps his feet moving. All of these backs have great lower body strength. They run through contact. Great run for a first down.
2 tight end look for UTSA. Again, handoff goes to Robert Henry. He will take Arian Carter with him for a little bit of a ride down to the 21-yard line. A 5-yard pickup. UTSA find a little bit of rhythm on this drive.
It looks like it. I mean, they look comfortable. They're finding a way to rhythmically move down the field. Low run, low pass. Has this Tennessee Volunteers defense on his heels just a little bit.
Marburger, boy, running and throwing, and had a receiver over there as Oscar Cardenas was there, the 5th-year senior out of San Antonio. Boy, he's a big dude. 6'4", 285, but they really like what he can do at that tight end spot.
It's the pressure up front. When you look at how fast they're getting in the backfield, he's not having an opportunity to get his eyes around to even find his targets. The pressure is relentless right now.
3rd down and 5.
UTSA 1 of 4 on 3rd down conversions.
This offense averaged 37 points a game last year, top 15 in the country. And they'll call a timeout.
UTSA has called their first charge timeout of the half.
They looked a little confused there. When you looked at them, they lined up in unbalanced, and you can see Coach Traylor didn't like the look he was getting, so he eventually just called timeout.
Well, tonight, the SEC football final crew will take you through the biggest stories of the day and break down all the games. 10:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 Central after Mississippi State, South Carolina, right here on the SEC Network. And, of course, you can always find it on the ESPN app. Watch Texas A&M and Auburn earlier today, and Max Johnson in relief. Did a nice job for Texas A&M, led them to a victory over the Tigers, who just don't have a passing game right now.
They struggled today when you looked at the numbers. I mean, it was been tough on their pass game, and when you can't protect the quarterback, it makes for a long day because they load the box, and now it becomes one of those games where you're trying to play from behind the chains, but it's extremely tough to do that in the SEC.
Connor Wigman had been playing so well for A&M. Anxious to see what the prognosis is for him, but as you and I have talked about, you better have two quarterbacks in this day and age, and luckily for A&M, they've got Max Johnson.
You got to have two quarterbacks. Watching Max in part of that game prior to when we came on air, man, he was flawless. When you looked at his ability to throw the deep ball, and he found the intermediate throws, there was a lot of balance in Texas A&M offense, even with the loss of Wigman, and that bodes well for the Texas A&M Aggies.
Well, timeout as UTSA trying to figure out how to handle this 3rd and 5 situation. They already went for it on 4th down and converted on this drive. And of course, this drive started when Tennessee blocked a punt, but it went past the line of scrimmage, and one of the Vols tried to pick it up and mishandled it, and UTSA fell on it around midfield and kept that drive alive. And there's a good look at Jeff Traylor, who's now in his 4th year at UTSA, and what a job he's done. Well, he's lit that city on fire with Roadrunner football. They've had crowds close to 50,000 watching this team play. They have gone 31-12, 20-3 the last 2 years in Conference USA play, or last 3 years, I should say, in Conference USA play with back-to-back championships. I mean, what a program he has developed.
He's built it, and he's talked about the triangle of toughness, the idea of playing great on defense, building this thing with being able to run the football, which is what they hang their hat on, and then being able to be great in special teams. And when you can do that, you set your team up for success. He understands where they need to go after this game in terms of conference play, but he'd like to see his football team show up and play extremely well in this ball game today.
Well, fell behind early. First play of the game, Joe Milton goes 81 yards on a touchdown run, designed run play.
You look at them right here, Dave, and they're 1 and 4. 1 of 4 on 4th downs, or 3rd downs, excuse me. But when you look at the field position, interesting decision here. Do you try to go for a shot at the end zone, knowing that you have 3 points in the bag in terms of being able to kick a field goal? Let's see if UTSA takes a shot.
They'll line up out of that pistol formation. Handoff. That one goes to Robert Henry, and they'll get it down to the 19, maybe 18.5-yard line. So they're going to be
4 down territory.
3 yards away. He gets a couple of yards on that carry. Henry, the junior, out of Lumberton High School in Mississippi by way of Jones Community College. And it's 4th down again.
They don't even blink. Offense stays on the field. They line up in a bunch formation, probably looking to catch Tennessee in zone.
Cardenas, the tight end in motion. They'll come this way with it. Marburger going toward the end zone. High throw, incomplete. Trying to hit Houston Thomas, the other tight end in the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Fortunately for Tennessee, Eddie Lee misses here. They're in cover 2. The receiver broke open early. Eddie Lee saw it late. And Arion Carter does a good job of getting to the spot in terms of the underneath zone to be able to contest that throw.
Still looking at that offensive line for Tennessee right now. I know the folks in this part of the country waiting for the return of Cooper Mays, the senior center at a Knoxville Catholic, who's been out after a medical procedure, and he has been a game-time decision. I thought we might see him today at some point. Here's Brew McCoy with that reception.
It's good to see them get Brew and the rest of this receiving core going early. Brew's a big target. Great catch radius, good run after catch.
Saw Ollie Lane there, the center filling in for Cooper Mays. Well, big collision on that near sideline. Pass is caught there by Jacob Warren. Jacob going 253, ran right in to that defensive back, Kelechi Wachuku, who goes 205. Little blitz from UTSA. Milton saw it, felt it, turns the corner and gets it to the 42-yard line, and he'll be a couple of yards shy of the first down, but an 8-yard pickup. Pig Cage making the tackle. And an injured Roadrunner down around the 40-yard line. Hey, well, we got a second. Let's get it to the studio. First visit with Dari Noka. Hey, Dari.
Playing the role of Dari Noka is Peter Burns still. How about this? A boat racing ensuing up in Autzen, 21-0. The Ducks looking like prime time. And how about this? Bama down 7-3. They blocked the punt, but then Milroe gets sacked. They can only add a field goal, 7-6, Dave.
Dari's doing okay, probably eating his ice cream. You're my guy. That's Brandon Brown injured. So from the 41 on second down. Pass caught near side. That one goes to Dante Thornton, and he'll have it near midfield, and that'll move the chains. Gain of 8 for Tennessee.
Tennessee with these wide splits are making them align sideline to sideline.
Here goes Brew McCoy again. Dancing around inside the 40. That's another Tennessee first down at the 37-yard line. Gain of 13. Milton looking, going toward the end zone. Batted away at the last minute.
I like the throw. When you look at the throw, he put some air under that ball, gave his receiver a chance to run underneath it and attack it. And so this is what we need to see from Joe Milton. Cam Alexander on the coverage.
Well, there aren't a whole lot of receivers at Tennessee. In this tempo, boy, you better be in shape. Really only played 6 guys at wide receiver this year for Tennessee. Milton, quick throw to the outside. Pass is caught there. Jacob Warren flipped up in the air. Loss of a yard on the play. Elliott Davison with a nice play, and everybody sprints back to their position.
You almost have to be a cross-country
runner to do this. I know.
A track guy who has some background in cross-country to play a receiver for this Tennessee Vols football team.
Third down and 11. Milton trying to run for it, and he'll be stopped at the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and here comes the kicking unit.
So great call by the offense, better execution by the defense in terms of getting off a block and being able to get him down because the box was light. With the motion to empty, there were no guys in the box.
Charles Campbell, the transfer from Indiana. His first year here at Tennessee will attempt a 52-yarder. He is 4 out of 4 this year. In his career, 39 out of 51 in Indiana, and this one will be no good. UTSA gets a stop.
Breathing some life into this UTSA football team. A little something going their way.
Well, we have 2 more games tonight. Number 25, Florida, hosting Charlotte, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 Central, over on SEC Network Plus. And we cap the day with Mississippi State and South Carolina in our SEC Saturday night matchup. Both games available on the ESPN app, so you can watch them anywhere. Mississippi State, talk about a team trying to regroup after that beatdown they suffered last week to LSU.
Yeah, it's always tough, like in this conference, when you lose that way. It's about getting back to work, understanding what you got to do, and then being able to make sure that you can fix the fixables, control the controllables, and play good football.
That handoff goes to Robert Henry. Let's go down to Taylor Davis.
Guys, we've talked about the key pieces missing for UTSA today. They are also still without right tackle Mekhi Hart, a guy that coaches say is their best offensive lineman. So a less experienced offensive line is having to play in a very tough environment. This is a sold-out Neyland Stadium. The noise meter got up to 105 decibels on their last possession. So I'm down here on the sideline watching guys trying to communicate. There's also speakers on the sideline. Definitely a tough environment, even for the most veteran offensive lines.
Well, Tennessee went through it last week. I thought the swamp provided an atmosphere that caused Tennessee some issues.
It can. When you operate in these environments where it's loud, you have to be able to focus. That's about discipline. You talk about it in practice, but when you get to game day, the atmosphere itself, if you're not focused, can take over.
3rd down and 8. Barnes splits out. They'll go underneath to the big boy. Cardenas with that reception picks up only 3. And here comes the UTSA punt team.
They're finding it hard to get any space down the field. Everything is sort of inside run. Let's attack the edges. They're 1 of 5 on 3rd down, and now 1 of 6. So now they got to punt it away. This Tennessee offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. Timeout.
Well, Tennessee puts up a couple of touchdowns on their first 2 possessions. Joe Milton's 10 of 12 for 80 yards, but he also has an 81-yard touchdown run.
The University of Tennessee is on the rise, lighting the way in everything we do, from theater to supply chain management to advanced materials, creating leaders in the field, on the field, and in every field. The best way to rise is to lift others up and reach for the summit together. It takes each one of us giving our all. It takes a volunteer.
At Spectrum, we've built a network to help businesses thrive, one that over 80% of the Fortune 500 rely on, along with millions of small businesses, like the one down the street. A network that moves huge amounts of data, with enterprise services up to 100 gigabits per second, a network that keeps data safe, and that's always on, no matter what. Because our goal is to give you the tools to reach your goals. Spectrum, designed for business, built for you.
Bro, saving this goat done took over our office.
And he's using it to send out medical bills. Good hands.
Hospital bill for Prime. Yeah. Did you just say gap?
He's talking about expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Good thing Coach Prime knows about. Say it one time. Aflac. Because Aflac gets you money to help close that gap.
Now, how do we get this goat out of here?
Aflac. Meet one of my new homies.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Elephant would have been scarier.
It says here if we switch to Spectrum Internet, they keep our private information private.
It's probably complicated.
No, Spectrum Security Shield blocks threats automatically.
I think we're good.
Really? Our credit cards, passwords, tax information, we don't want that out there. Okay, what about your dream journal? Your wrestling audition? What about that best man speech? That video where you weren't the best man and you...
That's a good point. About the credit cards, not the other stuff.
Spectrum Internet. It's advanced security made simple. Only with Spectrum One.
natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
It says here if we switch to Spectrum Internet, they keep our private information private.
It's probably complicated.
No, Spectrum Security Shield blocks threats automatically.
I think we're good.
Really? Our credit cards, passwords, tax information, we don't want that out there. Okay, what about your dream journal? Your wrestling audition? What about that best man speech? That video where you weren't the best man and you...
That's a good point. About the credit cards, not the other stuff.
Spectrum Internet. It's advanced security made simple. Only with Spectrum One.
Been another great weekend here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Weather has certainly cooperated. It is a gorgeous day. 14-0 Tennessee out in front of UTSA as we begin the second quarter. Roadrunners having to punt it away. Lucas Dean. And they'll fake it. Cardenas trying to run for it. And let's see where they'll spot it. It might be about a half a yard shy.
It looks short.
And a flag comes in, and this a late flag. There may be some sort of personal foul against Tennessee. UTSA was kind of celebrating that was penalty was going to go against Tennessee.
Ruling on the field is the runner was short of the line to gain, which makes it first down for Tennessee. After the play, personal foul. Receiving team, Tennessee number 22. The 15-yard penalty be assessed. It'll be 1st and 10 for Tennessee.
Jeremiah Talander with a late push, I believe, after the play. But here is the fake punt. Well, there wasn't much there.
Sure wasn't. I mean, you talk about guys just jostling, but referees trying to keep this game in context.
When it's all said and done, Tennessee will have the football back at the 41-yard line. This offense has put up 190 yards in just one quarter. Here comes some pressure. Little run blitz. Tennessee gashes it. Jabari Small down to the 20 and falls at the 18-yard line.
What a run.
40-yard pickup. No time to waste. Milton, little shoulder fake, stands in the pocket, over the middle. How about that two-play touchdown drive from Tennessee? 18 yards on the strike. Caleb Webb with the touchdown reception.
Tennessee striking fast. Poise in the pocket, great delivery of the football. They got this thing rolling now.
So again, Charles Campbell on the field for the point after. Joe Milton has been super sharp. The point after is up and good. This all started with a nice run from Jabari Small on the run blitz. He gashes it for 40 yards. And then Joe Milton caps it off with the touchdown. He's now 11 of 13 for 98 yards.
You ready?
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Alvo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
Sunday. Gotta go. I forgot the sausage. You guys ready to eat? There you go. For the Sunday.
It's hard to put it into words. When I tried, life felt absurd. But you light the roses of my soul. I tell myself not to lose control. I'll take it slow, but it's hard to do when you're a lion like me on a line like you. You got the hands.
Walmart Plus members save on delivery, gas, plus so much more. Join today.
The construction field is hard. It's a long day. It's physical. Most of my customers say, I don't see how you can do this stuff anymore. But I say, I take balance in nature, gives you that that extra little jolt. At 72, most people don't have that much energy. Balance in nature gives me the energy to do what I got to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be taken.
Start your journey to better health today. Go to balanceofnature.com to get your special offer when you order as a new preferred customer.
Boy, this Tennessee offense is humming along. 248 yards now of offense, and they just had a two-play scoring drive that covered 43 yards in a hurry.
They're moving right now. They only have 2 third downs, which means when you don't have many third downs, that means in this offense, they're in rhythm. They found rhythm, they've caught rhythm, and now it's just about being the machine that Tennessee can be.
Let's go back to that touchdown, the 18-yard strike.
Well, I mean, if you look here, man, they run a hitch on the outside. Okay, and off the hitch, he runs an inside rail as they run the switch route. Okay, Joe Milton's able to sit, look outside, come back inside, and we'll see him go through the mechanics. Pumps on the hitch and go, gets the safety to bite. He's playing outside in. The corner is too late. Great throw, great read by Joe Milton, staying patient.
Griffin in at tailback. Pressure comes. Marburger dropped back at the 16-yard line.
Mama, there goes that man, Tyler Barron. Putting a running back on him, that's a tough matchup. He runs around the tackle, gets around Rocco Griffin, and the rest is sort of history. What he does is special. Speed off the edge. He's a player.
4th sack of the year for Tyler Barron. Inside handoff and nowhere to run. Boy, that hole is closing up in a hurry. That Tennessee front causing some real problems. Samari Thomas, the man they call Big O, closing that gap in a hurry.
They're 1 of 6 on 3rd down. They got a lot of yards to pick up. You don't want your quarterback to make a mistake here, so they're probably going to look to get half of it back, a quick spit, or maybe a quarterback run here.
A quick hitter to the outside and out to the 25-yard line. Long way to go for the first down. McEwen with that reception. The true freshman brought down by Amori Thomas, who's chasing the running back out of that backfield.
Justin Burke, the offensive coordinator, been for UTSA. I mean, he understands the predicament his quarterback's in, so he's just trying to put him in the best possible position to be able to let him have some success. Because right now, they've got to be able to block up front. They've got to block this front seven.
Lucas Dean, good clean snap. D. Williams calls for a fair catch at the 40, and he will take it right there. And that's where Tennessee's offense will come back on the field. The quick strike, Big Orange offense with the football when we come back.
This is the all-electric Polestar 2. Now with faster charging and an improved range of up to 320 miles. Enhanced performance with rear or all-wheel drive and luxury design as standard. The all-electric Polestar 2. Visit polestar.com to test drive and order.
With college football on ESPN+, you get the best teams and the biggest conferences, and so much college football action from across the country. So sign up now at ESPNplus.com. With college football on ESPN+, you get the defending champs, Boomer Sooner, the Horned Frogs, Death Valley, the Swamp. It's the best teams and the biggest conferences. Can you believe this? And so much college football action from across the country. So sign up now at ESPNplus.com.
You fought for 162 games.
He's in there.
Now your shot at glory is hanging by a thread. A thin line between moving on and going home.
Oh, wow.
The moment is here. This is the MLB Wild Card Series, October 3rd through the 5th on the networks of ESPN.
SEC Network Football is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Electric made extraordinary.
Boy, great look at downtown Knoxville on a gorgeous day. Tennessee leading 21-0. While we got a second, let's get it downstairs to TD.
Well, guys, we talked about Joe Milton's week coming off the Florida loss and how he handled it a little bit differently. I talked with the offensive coaching staff before the game. They also changed his film homework for the week. They said they typically send him home with packages on opponents' defensive schemes or his own mistakes from the week before. But this week, they had him choose another quarterback that he could see similarities in himself, but also learn from. He chose Cam Newton. The staff actually put together some Cam Newton highlights and added it into his film packages for the week. So ironic that the first score of the day is a Joe Milton run for a touchdown. Very Cam Newton-esque.
Yeah, no doubt. Same size as Cam Newton. First down and 10 will throw. Pass caught there by Squirrel White, hit immediately by 2 or 3 white jerseys. By the way, that Joe Milton 81-yard touchdown run you were just talking about tied the longest rush by a Tennessee quarterback. Hank Loricella went 58 yards, or excuse me, went 81 yards in 1950. I might have called that game.
You think so?
I mean, yeah.
Tennessee now finds himself in a long third down situation.
Four-man rush. Milton wide open near side, and boy, Squirrel White tried to stay in bounds. Just momentum carried him out, but a first down at the 48 of UTSA, and Tennessee running back to that line of scrimmage.
You saw soft cover 2 outside. I mean, it was just a quick out, and he's able to get the first down.
Milton going up top. Passes caught in the end zone. Ramel Keaton with a remarkable catch, 48 yards.
He got Nick Troy Fortune on the coverage. It's amazing. His ball looks different.
Illegal substitution. Defense. 12 players on the field at the snap. The penalty is
nice job on the double move. But what you see is the acceleration, the ability to stack, and now being able to adjust to the football. But give Joe Milton credit. He put some air underneath that ball so his receiver could make the adjustment.
Kick on the way from Campbell is good. Bazooka Joe. He has let it fly today. A perfect spiral right into the hands of Ramel Keaton.
To help Jersey Mike's tell everyone all about Shore Points, we hired magician Justin Willman to spread the word.
Adding chips and drinks to your order just got you closer to free sub.
Oh, thanks. Oh, this one's mine.
Customer reactions have been mixed.
Don't forget this.
Oh, good call. Thanks.
Ooh.
Oh. Maybe we should have just bought a billboard.
Download the My Mike's app and magically earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, sip, and chip you purchase.
You fought for 162 games.
He's in there.
Now your shot at glory is hanging by a thread. A thin line between moving on and going home.
Oh, wow. He caught
The moment is here. This is the MLB Wild Card Series, October 3rd through the 5th on the networks of ESPN.
With college football on ESPN+, you get the best teams and the biggest conferences, and so much college football action from across the country. So sign up now at ESPNplus.com.
Football is back. Got your new fantasy team name? Check. Grill? Check. Fancy Grill? Check. Troy and Joe? Check. Bro and Bro? Check. All the emotions? All season long? Check, baby.
Welcome to the new open web, where emerging channels like CTV, digital audio, and in-game open doors to new customers, so creativity and commerce thrive. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now.
Another double dose of Monday Night Football. First on ABC at 7. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are ready to soar.
From whistle to whistle, every snap, every play.
Can Baker Mayfield lead the Bucs to a home win? And on ESPN at 8, it's even more football. Joe Burrow and the Bengals welcome LA to the jungle. But Aaron Donald and the Rams are ready to turn the lights out. Eagles Buccaneers at 7 on ABC. Rams Bengals at 8 on ESPN.
The moment is here. The MLB Wild Card Series on the networks of ESPN.
Well, there's a lot of football left to be played here in Knoxville, but the way this has started, Josh Heupel has to be pleased with the way his club came out focused and ready to go, up over 300 yards of offense, and still 11 minutes left to play in the first half. Defensively, just 52 yards allowed by this Tennessee defense, and all told, Tennessee up 28-0. And this kick again sails through the end zone. Hey fans, be sure to scan the QR code to share your home gating experience for your chance to win a trip to the SEC Championship, brought to you by Bush's Beans. Just found out their actual factory's not but 40-45 minutes from right here. Maybe they could send us an invite. Go see how that's all made. Pull the curtain back.
Pull the curtain back? Yeah. Maybe they'll rep you. Maybe you can get some NIL up there.
Maybe I get a little NIL. Why not? Yeah. Well, this UTSA team right now, not looking for NIL. They're just looking for some points. A handoff goes to Robert Henry. Not much there. Remember last week, this offense for UTSA wasn't on the field very long at all. I don't know that I have seen a discrepancy this large Army had the football for 44 and a half minutes last week. Another handoff. But that allowed Army to run 83 plays. 65 of them were rushes. Meanwhile, UTSA ran just 49 plays. They like to be over 80 every game.
Every game. So we both understand that when you don't get the opportunities on offense, you can get out of rhythm. Your defense stays on the field, and that's never what you want as well. So, again, the quarterback change, some injuries, and for us, I mean, we understand the injuries. When you look at this UTSA football team, they're without their quarterback, their offensive tackle, their wide receiver, and when you are missing dynamic players like that, it changes what you do. Doesn't mean that the players that you have out there, you know, aren't special or aren't good. It's just different in terms of how you operate.
Marburger facing an uphill battle now. By the way, Dominic Bailey walks off to the Tennessee injury tent. We will keep an eye on that for you. The redshirt junior defensive end. Marburger keeps it himself on first down, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. Elijah Herring. Excuse me, Garland, the first one there.
Between that defensive front and really the backers, they're stopping or working to clog the inside run. And that's really where UTSA gets a chunk of what they do. I mean, they can get out on the perimeter, but they're an inside run team.
Little reverse. They have some blockers out. Boy, nice job on the end to trip that play up before it got cranked up. Willie McCoy, Kamal Haddon in there getting his nose dirty.
You see Kamal Haddon on the edges. I mean, that's what you have to do, man, as a corner. You got to be able to show up and tackle.
3rd down and 2, and a flag down. That's going to be a false start against UTSA.
False start. Offense. Everybody move with the center. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
Your self-inflicted injuries. You're trying to operate fast. Maybe you get it to 3rd and short. You want the opportunity to go fast, so maybe you can bust a run or hit a receiver in the flat. Self-inflicted wounds right now, really slowing UTSA down.
Amari Thomas, Bryson Eason check into that defensive front for Tennessee on what is now a 3rd down and 7. UTSA just 2 of 8 on 3rd downs.
Strategy here, you got to be able to run crossers or be able to get the back out of the backfield here.
They will run it, but nowhere to go as Amari Thomas wraps him up in a hurry. Barnes nowhere to run.
This Tennessee rush defense is 37th in the country. You see big Amari Thomas at the point of attack. He's able to get on the edge, be physical at the point of attack, and his speed, okay, is just dismantling right now UTSA's ability even to get him off the spot.
And remember, no Omar Norman Lott. He is suspended for the first half for Tennessee. And flags come out again. And another false start against UTSA. We'll back it up.
False start, kicking team, number 25. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
For every step forward, UTSA is taking 2 steps backwards. Just got to calm down here, get into the flow, get something established. Flip this field on Tennessee and make them have to go the distance.
Get out of the way of this one as it sails out of bounds. They will spot it. Let's see where they end up putting the football, but it's going to be at the 39-yard line for Joe Milton and this offense up 4 touchdowns here on the banks of the Tennessee River.
Who do you think taps out first?
I think the duck goes the distance.
All right, you about ready to get out? What's this? A hospital bill? For $1,000
$1,000? Did this guy just say Gap?
He's talking about expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
But with Aflac, you can get money to help close that gap.
Aflac, huh? Aflac! Okay.
Oh, does one go zero?
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac!
Official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
You want to race?
For real?
Superb racing. Yes,
guys. Football is back. Got your new fantasy team name? Check. Grill? Check. Fancy grill? Check. Troy and Joe? Check. Bro and bro? Check. All the emotions? All season long? Check, baby.
Spectrum Business is made to work, just like your small business. Made to overcommit and overcome. Made to log in and ship out. Made to streamline productivity. Made to reassess, readapt, then relaunch. And made to do it all with fast, easy-to-use, ultra-reliable internet, phone, and mobile services, all working together to connect every aspect of your business.
We sold out in an hour.
Nice work. You navigate one challenge after another, so you need a seamless network made to do the same. Spectrum Business, made to work.
Welcome to life in the new open web, where innovation keeps pace with imagination, and the future arrives daily. Viant is pioneering a new approach to media, combining AI with human insight, creating new ways to reach customers and new standards of measurement, both on and offline. Viant, built for the new open web, built for now.
Superb racing.
Yes, guys.
What's up, y'all? Coming up on the Auto Owners Insurance Halftime Report, we'll get you caught up on Ole Miss in Alabama and a boat racing out there in Oregon, in Colorado. What are you seeing at this one? Why are you laughing, Ben?
Man, well, hey, in this game, offense seems to be clicking on all cylinders. How about Joe Milton, first play of the game, 81-yard touchdown?
Tennessee, 4 touchdown drives, average 1 minute, 14 seconds. That's Josh Heupel offense right there. Dave?
Coach, our boy Peter Burns, UTSA guy.
UTSA guy, huh?
He played golf there, yeah.
Okay, PB.
Yeah. Over the middle, and that one is incomplete. They were trying to hit McAllen Castles. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Getting UTSA now in more match coverage across the board. They're playing quarters, and on that RPO, and there's really nobody there to help defend the slot. So get one-on-one matchups. Single safety coverage here.
Milton flushed out of that pocket, coming near side with it. He will throw it incomplete as he runs out of bounds. He was trying to work some magic with Keaton.
A little action down there on the sideline, Benny. You got Joe Milton, man, getting a little thirsty over there. Love it.
Tennessee will have to punt it away. Jackson Ross heads out on the field. He'll stand about the 26-yard line. Back to return it. Josh Cephas, he'll stand at the 20. End over end kick. Fair catch called for by Cephas, and that is where UTSA will take over. And this is not the UTSA team that will show up when AAC begins. Play begins in a couple of weeks. Their quarterback out. DeCorian Clark is out. Their NFL caliber wide receiver. Their right tackle is out. Ben Rios is out. I mean, it's just hard to get in sync for this offense to go at the pace they want to go, especially in a game like this. You got to start managing the clock a little bit more, so you just can't put the pedal down and have 30-second possessions and give the football back.
A lot of new pieces, right? Anytime you have new pieces, the timing is off. So right now, they're just looking to find rhythm.
All right, there's just nothing happening between the guards for this run game. They'll go with Kevorian Barnes again.
We'll just continue to say it when you look at what this front seven can do. They get knocked back, they move the line of scrimmage, and right now Tennessee seems to have it going on all cylinders.
Pressure comes. Marburger will be, well, that one is caught by the tight end. Cardenas, the big man, just found the football floating in the air.
You look at Tyree West, he just continues to be relentless getting to the quarterback. Ill-advised throw. They're lucky Tennessee did not get the ball.
Third down. Cardenas. He'll have the first down out over the 30, close to the 35-yard line.
Good offensive play call. They run a little split zone action, and they're able to find Cardenas coming to the flat, uncovered.
Well, he's had a knack for the clutch catch over his career for UTSA. Now with 58 career receptions. They will run it with Barnes. He is to the 39-yard line. Aaron Beasley there to make the tackle. Well, he is first in the SEC, second in the FBS, with 7 TFLs coming into this game for Beasley, the former defensive back in high school. That one is intercepted at midfield. What a diving catch on the back end from Tamari and McDonald.
What a play. I mean, they're playing single safety defense. They're matched in the slot. And the referee didn't see the tug. So the defensive back here, what a great play. What an interception. But there was an early tug. We talked about this, in our meeting with Tim Banks. It had to be about them, creating some turnovers. That's a nice job of being in man-to-man coverage and creating an opportunity. And generally when you get 1, 2, and 3 are just right around the corner. So turnovers generally come in numbers. Great job by the Tennessee defense getting off the field.
So 5:04 to go before halftime. Another chance for this Tennessee offense to find pay dirt from midfield. They will hand it off and go to Dylan Sampson. Another big run to the 10 and bumped out of bounds near the 6-yard line. A 44-yard pickup. First and goal from the 6. Milton to the end zone, high throw. Trying to hit Squirrel White off his fingertips.
Just missed. Again, off the RPO action, and they're able to get the backer to bite.
That'll slow things down for a moment. And now an injured UTSA defender. It looks like Danye Taylor. Well, you just can't get, when Tennessee's offense is on the field, you can't get hurt. The crowd gets all over you, man. They think you're slowing the game. You can blow your knee out and they're still going to boo.
When we look at this long run, what happens here? There's guys at the first level. There's nobody at the second level. And when you have nobody at the second level, backs like Sampson will make you pay every time. I mean, that's a great run, but there's just nobody at the second level because they're committing everybody to the line of scrimmage.
So far, 354 yards of offense here in the first half for Tennessee. They had 302 yards of offense in the first half against Virginia in their opener. That was over in Nashville. Last year, they went over 400 yards twice in the first half. They did 442 against Tennessee Martin and then 416 against Akron. It's good to see Nanye Taylor getting up under his own power.